Hey everyone, and welcome to the Webtogs gear review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the North Face Vectiv Exploris FUTURELIGHT walking shoe. Now that is a mouthful, but these shoes are fantastic. They're going to tick a lot of boxes. That's right, I got that in the intro. Anyway, let's talk about the key features. So first off, it features FUTURELIGHT, which is basically North Face's own membrane, and it's actually a nanotech or nano-based membrane. So the actual space in between the membranes, the breathability, that's going to let air out, and obviously to stop the water droplets getting into the shoe are on a nano scale, which is pretty impressive. But it does mean this shoe is waterproof and also breathable. The only thing you'll need to do is now and again top that outer coating up, the DWR coating up, with a bit of reproofer, and depending on how often you wear them, give them a good old wash in the right, should we say, wash and boot or shoe trainer wash, rather than your Lenore or whatever that you normally do it in, because that will damage the membrane. So as long as you wash it and you maintain it properly, the FUTURELIGHT membrane is it's just going to be perfect for you. It has a Vectiv sole. So what a Vectiv sole basically is it's a 3D printed plate that works with the rocker of the shoe. Basically, if you're going to be doing some fast-paced hiking or trail running, it's going to enable you to push that little bit forwards. The shoe itself, the way that the sole has been designed, is to always to keep you going, which means over time, it's going to be nice and comfortable for you. You know, you won't have to, I know it sounds a bit funny, but having that little bit of a push is really, really cool. And the fact that that's embedded within the sole is just fantastic. So that's the key overviews. Oh, actually, no, first off, lastly, sorry, should I say, the weight. So per pair, not just one, a pair of shoes weighs 746 grams, roughly. Obviously, the bigger size you go, the heavier they're going to be. The smaller size you go, the lighter they're going to be. But as an average, approximately 746 grams per pair, which is actually really lightweight for a shoe. Anyway, that's key features. Let's take a closer look. So first off, the shoe itself in the high vis color that we've got here is covered in ripstop material, which means it's abrasion resistant. So if you are doing a bit of trail running and the terrain's a little bit scuffy, a little bit of rocks, if you brush the shoe against it, it's going to withstand the actual structure of the shoe itself, which basically means it's just more hard wearing, and having micro ripstop material works really, really well, again, with the FUTURELIGHT technology. The eyelets themselves, obviously you've got material eyelets, they are a key part of the actual structure of the shoe. So even though it doesn't look like it, the shoe design itself all fits in and ties in nicely with the eyelets of the trainer, which basically means it's gonna, once you pull it in, once you pull to it, it means that top part of the shoe eventually over time is going to mimic the shape of your foot, making them nice and comfortable. To maybe even after a couple of wears, you'll be able to, they'll feel like a pair of slippers, should we say, which is really, really cool. You have a flat lace, which is fantastic, which basically means once once you've done up the shoe itself, that look is going to stay there. It's really nice to see shoes, active shoes, should I say, like this, using flat lace technology. I think it's a massive win. It just means the performance, you're not going to have to worry about that lace undoing anytime soon. So nice work, North Face, for doing that. You got a nice toe box around the front, offers great protection, and you actually have a rand all the way around the shoe itself. So what that rand basically offers is protection around the side of the boot itself, and also mixing nicely with the sole. So the sole itself is North Face's own brand, but again, it's that Vectiv sole, which means it's all 3D plated, and again, it works with that rocker. But it's nice and solid, but you have great flexibility. So if you are doing a bit of trail running and you need something with a little bit more of a stiffer sole, but you still want that flex, this is definitely something to consider. You have great variancy on the grip. Now on a close-up, it might look like there's not much to the grip, but that's the key. It's the grip that's there is going to give you all the grip that you need, no matter what sort of surface you're going to be walking or running on. But because of the gapping, because of the variancy on it, when you flex, if you are walking on a slight muddy terrain, it's actually going to push that mud out of the sole, enabling more grip, which is really, really cool. And again, that's vital when it comes to a bit of fast-paced hiking or trail running. It just offers you all the grip that you need. And again, like I said, it doesn't look that much, but it will do the job. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Sometimes the most basic soles are the best soles. And what you'll also notice on the side there, even if you are, again, running on some rougher terrain, the sole itself just pokes out that little bit. So if you've got to do any side stepping or anything like that, that sole is going to give you all the grip it needs. And again, that works with the round system, that works around the entirety of the shoe. So who are these trainers for? Who are these walking shoes for? If you're after a pair of walking shoes that are lightweight, that are breathable, that are going to keep your feet nice and cool in hotter climates, and you just want something with a bit more protection, doesn't even matter if you're going to be doing running, these are definitely something to look out for. If you tend to walk on hiking trails that have quite poor visibility or low vis, these are definitely something to look out for. You know, you want to stand out on the side of the trail rather than blend in with it. And these definitely are going to do the job. And they're key if you are doing a bit of trail running, if you want to get into trail running, but you don't want to buy the, if you want a shoe that basically something that you can wear whilst just generally walking or do some trail running, these are definitely something to consider. Yeah, so they're going to basically tick all the boxes. If you're concerned about your overall weight, you want just a nice lightweight pair of comfortable shoes, but then also as well you want to be seen, and if you want to take up a bit of trail running, these are definitely something to consider. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. If you want more information about these shoes, just head to the link that's pinned in the comments or head over to webtogs.com. And whilst you're over there, you'll notice something rather cool. We're doing one really cool initiative, which is place an order, plant a tree. So for every order that is placed through our website, we are going to be planting a tree, which is a fantastic initiative, which we're super excited for at Webtogs HQ. But also as well, not a lot of people know this, that our warehouse is one of the most eco-friendly, if not the most eco-friendly warehouse in the UK and in Europe. As of recording, our carbon emissions are down by 93.5%, which within itself is fantastic. So you have super low carbon emissions and you have plant an order, place a tree initiative. But combining the two does something really special. So by purchasing something through our website, webtogs.com, that one tree that's going to be planted is actually going to wipe out the carbon emissions of 3 other Webtog orders. And that's purely for the fact of how eco-friendly and, sustainable our own warehouse is. So how fantastic is that? That one tree we're going to plant based on an order is going to wipe out the carbon emissions of 3 other Webtog orders, which is just fantastic. And we need to do more of that in this world to help our environment. Anyway, if you want any more information about that initiative, the Plant a Tree Place an Order, just head to the comments and then you'll see a link pinned to that down below. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on, guys. Thanks for watching and happy trails.